Hello everyone and welcome back to Beyond Beaglington, and as you can see I have some Playtrain stuff on my desk and I have a map that I'm going to use to show you, because today we're going to go up to Kells and I'm going to attempt to reopen a section of the railway using my Playtrains. So let's go and do it. So I was down at the station wondering what I could do. Then an idea came to me as I stood on platform 2. I'll take a train beyond Beaglington and try something new. Yeah, so I've got my Playtrains train here, and I've got this map. So I've probably shown you before on Quran, but it's from 1942, and it's a GCHQ map. And happily enough, when you open it up, it's in the right place. So I'll move the camera and I'll show you. So yes, we have here on the map the line of the Great Southern and Western Railway, and here you have the mountains and stuff all around here, and somewhere on here we have Kells Station. And what there is at the moment is they're rebuilding the railway as a greenway, and there's a section from Glen Bay down, and then it gets stuck behind sort of Drong Hill, which you can't get past at the moment because, you know, there's the Gleesk Viaduct here, which is not passable, and well, I mean, you can go over the top of it, but you're on private land, I think. But over here, you've got all these tunnels and things high up on the mountain, so you can't go that way. But you can get off the bus here, the local link bus at Golden's, which there's been a post office there or something since 1776, in the same family, I think. But you can get off there and you can go along the Greenway then up to Kells Station. So what we're going to do is, and we're going to do it in sections, because obviously I can't lay the railway the whole way, and it would kind of ruin the walk if I spent the whole time on my knees trying to get the damn thing to work, because I don't even know if it's going to work. But yeah, you can see that there's Kersavine down there at the bottom, and that's where the line ends in Renard, and we're on this side here down in Waterville. So yeah, we're going to go up on the bus all the way up here, squiggly wiggly, and get off there, and hopefully take this and run it. And I haven't got an Irish train that I can use, but I have got Danger, and I've got these CIE Hatton's coaches, which I've removed the centre axles from because they kept derailing. So we're going to take them, and we're going to go for a walk, and hopefully run some trains. Well, a train. So here we are. Temporary access to the Greenway is going up here. You just have the foundations of that. We're nearly onto the Greenway. So here we have the start of the Greenway. We get our train out. So the first train to run on this stretch of line since about 1960 something, and we're going to attempt to get it to go. So you need to press that button. You might need to put it up close to this receiver. There you go. There you go, it's leaving the station. Press it again. We'll get a bit faster. You have to. Over there, there's a ruined building in the other side of these trees. Invasive plant species. Ooh, tropical. Bridge.
And it's already going quite fast. Where? I've got some leaves back. It's like a bit we went to at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
The going back to the small world bit.
Mm-hmm. Here we are now. We're going this way. This is it's not the main road. It's not. It's a lane. The end road's below us. So yeah, we can't run the train unfortunately on this part.
Picture of it here.
This one's got a bug in it. Oh, I can't get it focusing.
Ooh, if I stood on that now, I'd get...
Through the level crossing. It's got stuck. Come on, father. Get on. Stream. Says there's a waterfall down there. Obviously, I'm not building the railway over the whole route because people are actually using it, and I only have so much track. So we kind of have to choose our moments to get some nice footage of it running along the former track bed. But it's nice to actually be on the Great Southern and Western Railway's route now. So I think they first got their permission in like 1830s, 1847 or something like that. Several efforts they were trying to make the Dublin and Kingstown Railway. Wanted a railway to come all the way to Valentia to have a people be able to get ships transatlantically from Valentia, but it never happened. And then the Kelloglin Railway tried to build a line from Farranpore to Kelloglin, which didn't happen. And then the Great Southern and Western Railway took over their bill that they had for permission of it, and then they went and built the line as far as Kelloglin, and then that was 1885. I think they had a railway there, and then 1895 they had the line down to Valentia. So this section here I think was opened in 1893, and we are walking through some very lovely countryside, as you can see. One of the most scenic coastal railways it would have been, and look, there's a spot here for something to set up, I suppose, but obviously the line closed in the early 60s and it was taken away. It was Ireland's most, Europe's most westerly railhead. It used to be Valentia Station at Renard Point, and I mean, it's a shame that it's not there. Imagine this would have been an amazing preserved railway. We don't really do preserved railways that much in Ireland, certainly not standard gauge ones, but that's more of a thing they do on the other side of the country. But yeah, oh, it's quite warm. Anyways, I suppose we'll find a new spot up here to get some more footage of the train running. Yeah, you got your ballast either side. Hi, Mrs. Hiya! Yay! Having a nice time rolling on the railway. Mwah. There, track, yeah, it's in my hand. The frog life cycle. The life cycle of a frog. Anything in there at all? Do you?
Yeah. I want to.
I'm trying not to drop my phone. Looking at the swamp. It'd be a good bit for getting, what's it called? Dragonflies and stuff.
It's right there.
I'm trying to zoom in, ain't
It's just moving his tail. Well, I see it better. Hey, look, it's a little stream bit that goes down.
Oh yeah, a runoff. So the Greenway, I think they got permission for it 11 years ago or something. In the end, but there was all this trouble with the landowners, you see, because there was a thing put in a compulsory purchase order, which I don't think anyone was particularly happy about. And the argument was that the railway line was already here, and it's such a good amenity, or will be when it's finished. But obviously people weren't too happy about their land being cut through again by the railway, or rather the Greenway. So it took quite a while to kind of get the thing sorted. And now, obviously, it's here, and you've got all these farm crossings, which people have to make sure that they respect, and you know, make sure that they're not messing around or anything, because after all, farms are working places. There's a butterfly down there. Ooh. There's swallows and things flying around as well. And when the trains were leaving, I'm not sure if when it was leaving Kells Bay or Valentia to go up to Kells, at the end of the days it was something like 2.5 hours to get to Farnborough. But imagine, you know, if there was still a railway here, you could get the train from Kells Bay all the way up to Farnborough, and then you could go to Killarney or Tralee or up to Dublin, whereas you can't so much these days. You have to get the bus, which means more congestion on the roads. But I think I read a story about how when they went up the All Ireland on the train from down here, they took a lot of beer on the train or something. They brought a keg or something. The olden days, eh? Gosh, the scenery is lovely. When we get to this gate here, there is going to be a fantastic view around, and you'll be able to see, hopefully, when we get further around the corner, all the way down into Dingle Bay. There we've got these mountains here, look. And of course down below, over where that dark tree bit is, down below there, is where Kells Bay Gardens is, where they have quite nice plants, very tropical, I believe. It's a nice little stream here coming down around the corner, going underneath here, and down there, and over there is the main road. Here's the view down to Dingle Bay. Well, actually, Charlotte was just asking me about the lavatory coaches. So, if you actually wanted the luxury of a toilet while they were having the 6-wheeled coaches on this line, you had to have first class to sit in the coach that had the toilet in it. So, yeah, otherwise you'd be crossing your legs or having to get out at the other stations, which probably wouldn't be that convenient. And of course, because of the tight curves and the axle loadings and stuff, they use 6-wheel coaches on here right until almost the end, when then they were allowed bogie coaches, but they had to have oval buffers of a certain diameter. I can't remember exactly what diameter it was. I think it was oval buffers or circular ones with something like 14 inches wide or something. But you can Google that, because I can't remember off the top of my head while walking along here. The road's a bit noisy now. And
I think then the first two Metropolitan Vickers C-Class diesels, 201 and 202 or something like that, or 202 and 203, I assume 201 would be the first of the class, they were used on this line as well, and they were silver, I think, when they arrived new. And then supposedly, according to Wikipedia, at some point the AEC 2600 class rail buses were used on this line, but I don't know that they necessarily came this far down. I don't think I've ever seen a photo of one on this stretch. I've seen photos of diesels on this line and stuff, but not a rail car. Must be one somewhere, I don't know. And then obviously the original locomotives on this line would have been like maybe 442s, 242 engines. That's the wheel configuration. And then after that, the G15, or the 101 class I think it is, that took over, an 060 tender engine, and I think they became the mainstay of the locomotive power on this branch line. So now we're walking along by the mountain, and behind me is the view again. Like, it really is absolutely beautiful. And I mean, yeah, we started off all the way down there, down at Golden's, see there on the corner, and we get to see this anyways when we go on the bus. So, you know, obviously it's still a fairly scenic route, but it's a bit better up here on the railway, and you've got all these mountains and stuff in view now. Oh, my arm and my legs. Here we are, it's where, oh, a dragonfly, he's massive. Anyways, this is where the route deviates, I think, from the actual line. You can see that's presumably where the route went, down that way. But obviously some of the land is, you know, people's houses. This land unpaid for, no indemnity given to owner, enter at your own risk. Yeah, don't think we'll be entering that anytime soon.
I see sheep.
Yeah, we're coming down now towards Kells Station. I can see hay in the barn. Whew. Right, the cattle grid, don't drop any track down it. The level crossing. Oh, there's a horse over here. I can't see a horse. Where? Oh, there it is. And hello, horsey. Yeah, I suppose he was supposed to walk on this bit, on these cattle grids. What? Now I think we'll come back onto the actual track bed again for a bit. So we've almost made it to the station, evidently because of Station Cottage. So it's up and around this corner, I believe. Some giant rhubarb over there. Whew, yeah, they have a cattle grid. Oh my goodness me. My legs.
They also had a farm.
And up there is the station master's house. There's the station master's house. There is the signal box. And here is a gate leading to it.
Can I peer in the window?
Yeah, you can look in through the window at the signal box. Not much doing in there though.
Use it as storage.
Must do. Here's the old railway line. I don't know what happened to Mum and Amelia. They must have kept going. Kells Station, 1893. Here's the recycling bank that is now here. Equipped with disabled parking for people using the Greenway, really good. And better equipped than some dart stations, there are actually toilets here. Or the big old gap under the door could be a bit breezy. And here is the first train, probably in a long time now, 60 odd years, to arrive at Kells Station. There we are. Passengers can get out there and have a look around. So here I am, obviously now on the track bed of the Great Southern and Western Railways station here. Look, at Kells is a real station, hang on. Oh, real platforms. I'm actually at a train station near home-ish. Oh, this is so cool. There's all this stuff growing here. It's like Buggles Killy. We can go up here and have a look. This would have been where those G15060s or the C-Class diesels would have pulled in with their 6-wheel coaches, not unlike my Hatton's Genesis coaches, to this station, which would have been buzzing with passengers, hopefully, and freight. Kells broadband hobbitses on that one. Actually, look in. There's actually a picture on the wall over there of Kersavine Station. Well, you can see that in there. The inside of this has actually been restored a bit, I guess. It's all got new panelling in the last sort of couple of years, I guess. Can't really see in though, which is a shame. You know, they've got like the ticket windows and stuff. Something's beeping in there. Must be some sort of alarm. Some bike racks there and some cardboard bales. Walk around. Here's an old bench by the looks of things. CCTV. It's just so cool. I mean, I can walk around this side of the station. Look at this. There would have been a train here. Oh, I miss railways. There's like a sort of a planter thing there. Some porter cabins, male and female. We're the other side of the station building here. And then we have, over here we have the station master's house, I believe. Maybe just give it out a bit. Here we are. The old railway station, officially opened in 2003. Just cool. So yeah, that's the walk there. And now I suppose we'll take you on a bit of the walk back, but we don't have to run the train now. It's a pony! So on one of the spots here, on the bit where we're deviated away from the original track bed, you can see there's a nice stone sort of culvert bridge there, presumably for letting these streams and things go past. Or maybe it's for cattle, because there's some cows up on the hill over there. So we're on our way back now. And look, there's a big old butterfly here, look. And a view just so good. And there's sheep up on the hill.
There's cows over there.
Oh yeah, there's cows further around. They're up on another hill over there. It's just such a lovely day for this as well. You know, this is why they call it the kingdom anyways. Surely. Absolutely fantastic. What a day for doing this, for running railways in the mountains and going on a nice walk, summer's walk. This swallows flying around. Is a nice shade of blue on that car. Whew. We'll have to see if we can get an ice cream. It's a grasshopper, I think.
Well, it's making that poo-poo sound.
Ooh, gone away. Big old dragonfly.
I think I saw a tadpole.
Another one of these lovely little mountain streams dripping its way down from up there. And we're back here in this lovely shaded bit here with all these pine trees or evergreen trees, whatever they are. It's sort of pine anyways, because they dropped all of these needles all over the place, and it's really weird when you're walking through them. You have to lift your feet up a bit more. the rock here anyways, presumably this was all cut or blasted away to have the railway put through it. If that was the case, that must be a really interesting bit of as the train came through here, if this is the way that it came. And all the roots are hanging down from these trees. They come down over the rock and then keep going down, which is really cool. See now. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. About another one. Yeah, no, they're all pretty sturdy. There's a big old drop down there. See now, over this edge. Code of respect. Ring your bell. And here we are, back where we started, at the end of the Greenway. So basically, this is the way the railway would have gone. It would have continued on this way. And if we go over here, we might be able to see a bit further down the line. But it goes down, continues down that way, and eventually goes around that massive hill over there. It goes on the Dingle Bay side of it, on the left hand side, around that's Drung Hill that way, and it would have gone through some rockfall shelters and tunnels, and you would go over the curving metal bridge at Gleesk, which you've probably seen in my other videos. We normally call it the number bridge, even though it's got letters on it. And that section obviously is going to be a bit more difficult, because there's areas where the track bed's like completely swept away off the cliff by like streams that have come down, so they'll need new bridges and all that kind of stuff. So we can't go that way yet, but maybe we will go that way in future, and maybe we'll bring the little train with us. There are other sections that I'd like to take the train onto, maybe Glen Bay, and we might take it down Renard at some point. We're just walking down here now, down to Golden's. Now we're going to the little shop. Wow! Look at all this stuff. Look at this thing tucked away behind the coat. It's like a telephone exchange.
Speaking of great things.
School benches. Up there is one of the bridges that we came over. To pick our way through the cars here, we have this in commemoration of the 150th anniversary of the Fenian Rising and the efforts of John Golden and the South Kerry Fenians. It says on Walk of the Ancestors, and it's probably not a great view here. If you stand to the side, you get a better view. So that's really cool, and it looks like that stone there's got sort of like origami chips out of it. We'll be climbing up there, Charlotte, and over here in the corner we have some Tesla chargers, which I suppose is a handy amenity, even if you don't like Elon Musk. There's some nice flowers over there, and a massive car park as well. That's the main road. Go wait for the bus. So we're just waiting for the bus at Kells, up at Golden's, and we just set up our train on the table. So it turns out that I brought 4 first radius, 4 second radius curves, and that means that I could actually set up a circuit without it, having too many problems. And if we go like this, we can turn the light on. and we hopefully go a bit faster. Although I'm not sure it's working too well because it's so bright here. We'll wait for Danger to come back around, or it could be because it's been running so much today. It's just kind of like, ugh. Or perhaps the... There we go. Look. See if we can get that and the sound effect as it comes past. I heard a whistle.
He's driving the train.
Yeah. I suppose we'll have to pack this all the way now so we can get the bus.
And so yes, we made it home, and Danger has been on a bit of an adventure. But it's not the only adventure, because the section from Glen Bay down has been done, so hopefully we'll get to do that. They're busy working, as you probably saw in the footage of the bus journey on the section towards Kersey. And there are some places in Kersey where I can put the track onto the former track bed, or where it used to be, which I'm hoping to do fairly soon. But we'll see. Anyways, it might take me ages to do, and then it might be a long time before I actually get the video up. But there you go. Danger, the Playtrains train, has been out on a real-world adventure. And, you know, yeah, the Playtrains station didn't fare quite too well in my bag on the way home. But never mind, because I've got plans for the station anyways, as I've mentioned before. So yeah, what can I take away from this video? The Greenway, whatever your opinions on how it came to fruition, think it's really good, actually. It's a great walk, it's nice and level, because it's a railway, there's only a few ups and down bits. I'm kind of really looking forward to it actually being finished. Goldens of Kells, never been there before in my life, actually into the place. I have used their restroom on the bus once or twice in the past, but yeah, never been in before. Really great place, nice staff, shop has lots of stuff in it, so you know, yeah, really pleasant actually. Lovely to sit outside the front of that with all the views and everything. So yeah, like if you're gonna go up, if you're coming to Kerry, anyways, do the Greenway. Even if you're not cycling, just go for a walk. Just pop up. Go to Goldens, park your car, get a drink in the shop or the cafe, go for a walk, go to Kells Station. Yes, I will admit, it was a recycling place. There were like recycling bins and some smelly green bins in front of the signal box, but it would probably have been sorted out by the time you actually get there. Anyways, it's been a long, well, mid-section of the day, not morning, not afternoon. And I came back and cooked a roast dinner, so that's why I'm sort of slightly out of breath. But yeah, no, I had a great time, and you know, it's funny because I kind of, obviously when I was a kid or a teenager, we watched like James May go and do bit of a Barnstable, and then eventually do the Great Train Race, and then there were those people that did that railway up to. They were doing the Scottish one. I can't remember exactly. They had a live steam engine. That was a ridiculous challenge through forests and all this kind of stuff, and they did a great job of that. And even Laurie, my friend Laurie, he'd done. They did a video where they went to some place and they ran trains on the old track bed. So lots of people have done it before, and that's really where I got my idea from. Although I've always wanted to do it ever since seeing James May the first time, because I knew that the track bed was there long before like the whole Greenway thing. So I'm really happy that I've actually managed to do it. And it's the first time I've been to Kells Station as well, which was really exciting for me. I know some people probably wouldn't get too excited about that, but to actually see, like, to stand on the track bed where these trains with the coaches that I have, like the 6-wheel coaches, would have brought people going up and down and everything like that. It's just, for me, you know, it's just great. Like, and I look forward to hopefully seeing more of that kind of stuff. You know, I'm really looking forward to being able to go over Gleesk Viaduct, and if they put the Greenway over the Big Iron Bridge in Kersby, that would be amazing. Oh, actually, there's a section up in Kilorgan I could do as well. Anyways, the conclusion of this is probably wearing on a bit. So I shall say thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll get to see Danger and these coaches going along the real track bed another time soon. But for now, you've been a wonderful audience, and I hope we've been a wonderful Alex and family. But don't forget, you can also like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and there's also the subscribe bubble, the playlist thing, and also now that thing where you can watch other videos as well, because I found out I can actually do more elements in the one thing. But for now, ta-ra. Choo-choo.